Hello students, welcome to Memonit. I am Shahin Mehmood, currently studying MBBS from College of Medicine and JNM Hospital, Kalyani, and I am SME Biology at Memonit. So today we will solve the botany section of this BPT-6 Biology. Okay, so let's start. We will try to understand each and every questions of this part with concepts and with tips and tricks so that you can remember it for a longer time period. So let's start. Okay, so first question here, section A. What it is saying that in hierarchy of classification order is present between. So in hierarchy of classification order is present between. So I told you a trick in previous BPTs. If you have like seen the video solutions, then you maybe know about it. That KPC of GS, the OG trick, how I can say, like in Genji language, the OG trick, KPC of GS. It is easier to remember. I mean KPC of GS. So order, here order is there. So asking between that order is present between. So that should be class and family. So family and class is our first option. So we need to correct this. Then all other options are not correct. Family and species is like this. Genus is present. Family and genus, nothing is present in between. Phylum and kingdom, nothing is present in between. So if you remember this trick, you can solve this kind of question very easily. So first option is our correct answer for this question. Okay. So moving to the next question, that is question number 102. What it is saying that the main purpose of classification of organism is to. So what is the main purpose of classification? Why we do? So what are the steps? First try to remember. So that is INC, identification, then nomenclature, then classification. This is a simple trick you can remember. First you have to do identification of any organisms, then you have to do nomenclature so that we can name them, and then classify according to their characters and as well. So the main purpose of this classification of organism is to what? Study geography. I think this is the irrelevant options. This is not correct. Then locate animal or plants. How we do classification? That is nomenclature. I mean, if you want to name something, then we could easily locate that whether this is plant, animal or anything. So this is not correct. Then establish relationship amongst the organism. It is absolutely correct. The main purpose of classification of organism is that with the help of classification of the organism, the same physical appearances, the region from they come from, we can identify this sort of characters. The basic similarities, these are kept in same group. Hence, we can establish relationship among the organisms. The third option will be our correct answer here. Let's see other options as well, what it is giving. Study evolution. Study evolution is not correct too, for this classification. Now, question number 103. Let's see what it is asking. Question number 103. It is saying that which of the following statement is correct regarding L dot in the scientific name of mango, Mangifera indica L. What do you think? Mangifera indica, Mangifera is genus, indica is species. What does this L means? Let's read the options. Letter L signifies taxonomy Lewis. Have you read anyone taxonomist Lewis? I don't think so. I also haven't read anyone taxonomist Lewis. Then the name is reversed with indica presenting Mangifera. This is not correct. You know that this is like baseless option. Then the letter L signifies taxonomic lineage. Do you know this scientist? I hope you know. So this scientist is L signifies lineage, Carolus lineage. So this Mangifera indica L, the L signifies the taxonomist Carolus lineage. And last is saying that the L is superfluous. This is also not correct. The third option is our correct answer for this question. Okay. Now moving to the next question, that is 104. 104, what it is saying that which of the following statements regarding nomenclature is correct? So which of the following statement regarding nomenclature is correct? Let's see. Generic name always begins with capital letter, whereas the specific name begins with small letter. Absolutely correct. You can see this example. Mangifera indica. Mangifera is the genus, indica is the species. So M starts with capital letter and indica starts with a small letter. So it is absolutely correct. Scientific name should be printed in italics. This is in italics. So scientific name should be always printed in italics to know their Latin origin. In scientific name, when handwritten, should be underlined. Yes, it is also to denote their Latin origin. And so all of these are correct. So fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. Now moving to the next question, that is question number 105. Okay. So what it is saying that assertion In binomial nomenclature, the words are separately underlined. Yes, absolutely correct. You know that. Then underlining indicates the Latin origin. Just now I discussed this. So Mangifera indica, when we will write in underline Mangifera indica, how will I do it for to denote that it is scientific name? So this will be, we should underline it. And why we are underlining it? We are underlining it because to denote they are indicating their Latin origin. So both assertion reason are correct. Okay. Now that is how we do assertion reason. We will put a because here and try to read the statement once again to confirm that whether the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. So let's start thinking about it. That in binomial nomenclature both words are separately underlined. Okay, very good. Because underlining indicates the Latin origin. Exactly. Why we are underlining it? Because this is the Latin origin. So reason is correctly verifying the assertion. So both assertion reason are true and reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. So here first option will be our correct answer in this question. Moving to the next question, question number 106. What it is saying that which of the following is the correct scientific name of wheat as per the binomial nomenclature? So options are given. We need to identify the correct nomenclature or correct name of the correct scientific name of the wheat according to binomial nomenclature. That means two names will be there. One is genus, one is species. So Hordeum vulgare. Is it right? I don't think so. Triticum aestivum. You will also read this in your genetics chapter. Very important examples. Very important scientific name. That is our correct answer. That's second option. Triticum aestivum is the correct scientific name of wheat as per biological nomenclature. Oryza sativa is also not correct. Ziames is for maize. So it is also not correct. Then 107. What it is saying that related genera belong to the same species, variety, family or breed. The first option is very confusing. You may be the genus or species are always related. So you will just put, you will not read the question properly and just to take the first answer, which is totally incorrect. So related genera, what does it mean? That a combining of genera, what does it belong to? The same what? Species, variety, family or breed. So let's see this. I hold the OG trick. What is that? KPC of GS. We will solve this question as well from that trick. KPC of GS. So it is saying the related genera belong to the same family. Okay. So third option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving to the next question, that is question number 108. What it is saying? Nicotiana sylvestris flowers only during long days. Okay. Flowers only during long days and N. tabacum flowers only during short days. Okay, very good. In laboratory, they can be induced to flower at the same time and can be cross-fertilized to produce offspring. Okay. What is the best reason for considering Nicotiana sylvestris and Nicotiana tabacum as separate species? They cannot interbreed in nature. They are reproductively distinct. They are physiologically distinct. They are morphologically distinct. So, what is the main criteria to separate species? That they can't interbreed in nature. If a species, if two organisms can interbreed with each other, that means they belong to the same species. If they can't interbreed in nature, that means they don't belong to the same species. So here these are the separate species. We can see that one is Nicotiana sylvestris, one is Nicotiana tabacum. So that means they cannot interbreed in nature. So first option will be our correct answer for this question. I hope you are understanding each and every question through the concept. Okay. Now next question 109. Okay. This one is a easy one. Which of the following represent the order of horse? What is the order of horse? First option is saying that Equidae. Then what it is saying that Perissodactyla, then Cavalus, then Ferus. So we'll dissect each and everything about horse. So the kingdom is Animalia, then phylum is Chordata, and the order is Perissodactyla. Okay. So here the order it is saying for horse. So second option will be our correct answer. Now we'll move to the next question, that is question number 111. Okay. 111. Sorry, question number 110 just miss. Okay, sorry. So it is saying that find the incorrect mismatch pair. Okay. First option is giving that Paramecium gallate. So is it right or wrong? We will try to identify. Okay. Gullet is a cavity present in paramecium. So it is absolutely correct one. Then flagellated protozoa infectious spore stage. This is not correct. Flagellated protozoa, for example, you can say like the sleeping sickness one, that is trypanosoma. Infectious spore, you can see like that one, like which causes some diseases. This is not correct. Sporozoans have an infectious life like stage in their life cycle. So this is not correct. Infectious spore stage is not correct for flagellated protozoans, because sporozoans have an infectious spore stage in their life cycle. This is not correct. Not in flagellated protozoans. Sporozoans have that identified, not in flagellated protozoa, but in sporozoa. Okay, the second option is incorrect. That's why. Now the slime molds Plasmodium. So what happens that during favorable conditions, slime molds make Plasmodium, which is absolutely correct. The euglenoids pigment similar to chlorophyll higher plants. So what does the euglenoids have? Chlorophyll A and B. Chlorophyll A and B, which is quite similar to higher plants. That's why this is also correct. Then second option will be our correct answer, that will be finding the mismatch pair. The next one is question number 111. What it is saying? Find the mismatch pair again. Bladder rot insectivorous plant. Is bladder rot a insectivorous plant? Yes, absolutely. Bladder rot is a insectivorous plant. Then lichen, symbiotic relationship between algae and fungi. Absolutely correct. You know that lichen is a symbiotic relationship between algae and fungi. Yeast is a unicellular eukaryote. Does it? Yeast is a unicellular eukaryote. Absolutely correct. Then Saccharomyces cerevisiae in scientific name. Then what it is saying that Ascomycetes, septate, unbranched and cynocytic mycelium. Is it correct? In Ascomycetes, mycelium is branched and septate. So septate is correct, but not in unbranched. It should be branched. It should be what? It should be branched. So this option will be our correct answer, as the question was saying that to find the mismatch pair. Now the next one is question number 112. Okay, so it is saying that first one it is saying that A is saying that plants follow a definite growth pattern and have a definite shape and size. So is it correct? So first of all, we will try to go with each statement and try to identify that whether these are correct or incorrect. So plant growth is indeterminate. Plants have unique ability to grow indefinitely throughout their life due to presence of meristem in their body. Meristems have cell that can divide in self-propagate. So what do you think? First statement, whether it is correct or incorrect? This is absolutely incorrect. Then based on improving the understanding of characteristic and evolutionary relationship, criteria of classification can be changed anytime. Yes, based on this, criteria of classification can be changed anytime. If something new discovers, then that can be changed or improved. Okay. Now the next one is cyanobacteria are photosynthetic autotrophs because they contain chlorophyll similar to green plants. Is it correct? It is absolutely correct. That cyanobacteria are photosynthetic autotrophs. That means they make their own food, and because they doesn't depend on any other organism for their food or for the nutrition, and they contain chlorophyll similar to green plants, which is absolutely correct. Now the next one is saying that a virus is a nucleoprotein and its protein coat infection in the host cell. This is not correct. Virus is a nucleoprotein, it is correct, but it's the protein coat causes infection in the host cell is not correct. So the virus is a capsid, you know. The next one is that the most notable disease caused by prions is herpes. It is not correct, because herpes is caused by virus, not prions. So it is not correct. Now how many these are incorrect one? So this one is incorrect. 1, 2, 3 are incorrect. So second option will be our correct answer here for this question. Did you understand why this is D is incorrect? Because this nucleoprotein is not related with virus, because what is the protein code for virus? That is capsid. You know that? That is capsid, not nucleoprotein. Okay, that's why this statement is incorrect, and you can know about this that A, D, E are incorrect. So how many are incorrect? 3 are incorrect. A, D, E. So second option. Now moving to the next question, that is question number 113. What it is saying that read the following statements carefully and choose the incorrect one. Okay, we'll see. The recycling of several nutrients in soil like iron, sulfur, etc. is done by chemosynthetic autotrophs. It is absolutely correct. This chemo indicated like denotes or indicates that something chemical. And iron, sulfur, all these are nutrient, or we can see like in some another sort of way that it could be chemical. So these are done by chemosynthetic autotrophs. So this is the correct one. Then lichen is a symbiotic relationship between phycobiont and mycobiont, which are autotrophic and heterotrophic in nature respectively. So absolutely correct. Algae and fungi, we know that lichen is a symbiotic relationship between algae and fungi. You also see that in the explanation. Okay, so yes. Now it is saying that Aristotle used simple morphological features to classify plants into herbs and shrubs. This is not correct. I mean, like this is like make no sense that Aristotle used simple morphological character to classify plants into herbs and shrubs. Do you think it is correct? Do you think that basically what Aristotle did, that there are two groups of living organisms which is classified by Aristotle named as plants and animals, and that also the plant group is further divided into trees, herbs, shrubs by Aristotle. This is not correct. The mode of nutrition of kingdom Animalia is holozoic. So it is also correct one. So how many of these are correct? Or though, sorry, this is just asking about the incorrect one. So which one is incorrect? Third option is our incorrect answer. Now moving to the next question, that is question number 114. What it is saying that during unfavorable conditions, slime molds, we just have seen this is one, the slime molds plasmodium, this is for favorable conditions, this is for favorable condition. Now this question is asking about unfavorable one. So what it is saying that what are the options given? That it form fruiting bodies bearing spores at their tips. This is the correct one, because during unfavorable condition the plasmodium differentiate and form fruiting bodies bearing spores at their tips. And why this happens, like why they form fruiting bodies? Because the spores possess true walls made up of cellulose, and the spores are extremely resistant so that they can survive for many years under extreme condition. So first option is our correct answer here. Now we will read the other options as well. That form and aggregation cause plasmodium. This is correct for which one? This is correct for favorable condition, not for unfavorable condition. Then form and aggregation cause pseudoplasmodium. This is baseless, so this is not correct. Now the next one, that is question number 115. Okay, question number 115. What it is saying that which has a cavity that opens into outside of the cell surface? Entamoeba, trypanosoma, paramecium or euglena. We just solved this question, that cavity is called gullet, and that gullet is present in paramecium. So third option will be our correct answer. Now the next one, that is question number 116. What it is saying that we need to match the following, column first with column second. Some fungi are given, we need to like think about their other names. So first option is saying that Ascomycetes. So what do you think Ascomycetes? Ascomycetes, his other name is sap fungi. Then Basidiomycetes. So other name of Basidiomycetes is club fungi. Then Deuteromycetes. Deuteromycetes means fungi imperfecti. Then Phycomycetes is that algal fungi. So Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes, Deuteromycetes, that is how you remember. And like with improving their classes, like you can see that the classification, and they have lost their reproductive characteristics. That's why Deuteromycetes is called as fungi imperfecti and Phycomycetes somewhat related to the algae. So that's why what will be our correct answer? Fourth option, A is second, B is first, C is fourth, and D is third. So fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. Now we will move to the next question, that is question number 117. Which of the following statements about mycoplasma is wrong? Okay, so you need to find that which of the following statements about mycoplasma is wrong. Sorry. So it is saying that they are pleomorphic, mycoplasma are pleomorphic, correct. They are sensitive to penicillin. Do you think that this is correct? No. Mycoplasma don't have cell wall, and if some organisms don't have cell wall, where penicillin will act? Penicillin acts on the cell wall, and they don't have cell wall, that that's like nothing to act on, like the where penicillin will act? Nowhere, because they don't have cell wall, and penicillin acts on cell wall. So they are not sensitive to penicillin. They can cause disease in plants, correct. They are also called as PPLO, pleuropneumonia like organisms. So it is correct. So which is wrong one? So they are sensitive to penicillin. Second option will be our correct answer. Then we will move to the next. Now this question number 180, this is a very important and good question, I will say. That survival of archaebacteria in extreme condition is achieved by cell wall structure, some membranous cell organelles, adaptability and cytoplasm, or all of this. This is the question where your proper understanding and your knowledge, your clear understanding will be tested. That in first option you are reading that cell wall structure, that you know that archaebacteria have a different cell wall structure. Okay, so this is the correct one. You may think. Now you may think that some membranous cell organelles will also be there and adaptability and cytoplasm is also added with that. So all of this might be a correct answer, but this is not the case, because only the cell wall structure is the correct answer. This is the reason for survival of archaebacteria in extreme condition, because we know that the presence of polysaccharides and protein in their cell wall help archaebacteria to survive in extreme condition. Peptidoglycan present in like in Monera kingdom or bacteria, but peptidoglycan is not present in archaebacteria. Their cell wall structure is different because of some polysaccharides and protein. That's why first option will be your correct answer. This is question. And the next one, what it is saying that which one of the following set of organism have no position in 5 kingdom classification? We will see that virus, viroids and lichen. Yes, these don't have any place in 5 kingdom classification. First option will be correct. The TMO, PPLO and bacteria have their place. Prions, lichens and blue-green algae have their place. Blue-green algae, PPLO, that is mycoplasma and sap fungi. So also these have their place. So, but virus, viroids and lichens don't have any place in 5 kingdom classification. Now we will move to the next question, that is question number 120. Okay. So 120, what it is saying that match the column first with column second. So group of bacteria is given and you need to match with their shape. Coccus. What do you mean coccus? Coccus are spherical. The shape of coccus are spherical. Bacillus. Bacillus is, that means the rod shaped bacteria. Then Spiralium. The name also suggests that it is spiral in shape. Then Vibrio. Vibrio is comma shaped. So let's see this. A is second. Okay, then B is first, B is first, and then C is third here. C is third. So second option will be your correct answer for this question. Next question, that is question number 121. What it is saying that what is the incorrect statement regarding fungi? Wheat rust causing agent is Puccinia. Do you think that this is incorrect? No, this is absolutely correct, that the wheat rust caused by the agent Puccinia. Then penicillium is a source of antibiotic. This is a like first discovered antibiotic, you know that. Then the cell wall of fungi are composed of peptidoglycan. No, the cell wall of fungi are not composed of peptidoglycan. This peptidoglycan present in archaebacteria. Then what does present in fungi? The cell wall of fungi are composed of chitin. So what it is? Chitin, not peptidoglycan. Also see here, cell wall of made up of chitin, and also some cellulose, like plant cell made up of cellulose, and this cell walls of bacteria made up of peptidoglycan. And fungi prefer to grow in warm and humid place. It is also absolutely correct. So which is the incorrect statement? Third option will be your correct answer. Next question, question number 122. It is saying that a typical angiosperm anther is dash and dash, bilobed and tetraspongiate. So first option will be your correct answer, that the typical angiosperm anther is bilobed with each lobe having 2 theca. So the anther is dithecous, and that means it is tetraspongiate. Why this is tetraspongiate? We will see this. The anther is 4-sided, that has 4 locules consisting of 4 microspongia located in each locule, which develops further becoming pollen sacs, and that's why anther is tetraspongiate. So first option will be your correct answer. Next one, 123. What it is saying? The female gametophyte of a typical dicot at the time of fertilization is 8 cell, 7 cell, 6 cell or 5 cell. So it is 7 cell, 8 nucleated, you know the famous thing, 7 cell, 8 nucleus. The remaining 2 cells you can see, this is one micropyral collagen. So you can also make a female gametophyte and try it. This okay. So these are what? Antipodal cells. These are antipodal cells. These are what? These two are synergids. This one is the egg cell. Here is the central cell which have 2 nuclei. This one is the central cell. So 7 cell, 8 nucleated. Second option will be your correct answer. Now moving to the next question, that is question number 124. What it is saying? Identify the correct statement. Okay. So it is first is given pollen tube is incompatible. Pollen grow through stigma and style and reaches to ovary. This is not correct, because when pollen tube is compatible, then pollen grow through stigma and reaches the ovary. Okay, it is not correct. Then next one, bagging is required for both unisexual flower and bisexual flower during artificial hybridization. So we will understand this, that bagging and rebagging helps in protecting the stigma from getting contaminated by unwanted pollen grain during artificial hybridization. That's why bagging is required for both unisexual flower as well as bisexual flower. So this statement is correct. Let's read the other statements as well. So it is saying that pollen tube discharge one male gamete in synergid and other male gamete in egg cell. This is not correct. And the next one is growth of pollen tube in style is not part of pollen pistil interaction. It is a part of pollen pistil interaction. That's why this statement is totally incorrect. So which one is the correct one? Second option. Second option is the correct one. Next one, that is question number 125. It is saying that X albuminous seeds do not possess any residual endosperm as it is completely consumed during embryo development. Do you think it is correct? Yes, it is correct, because that name suggests that X albuminous, that means there is no endosperm. So because the endosperm is completely consumed during embryo development, because you know that during embryo development there requires some nutrition or nourishment. And who provide this nutrition or nourishment? That is the albuminous seed, that is the endosperm. And that is, we call the seeds which have endosperm, we call this albuminous seed, and the seeds which don't have endosperm, we call this X-albuminous seeds or non-albuminous seeds. Then it is saying that reason white, castor, pea and groundnut are all examples of X-albuminous seeds. No, absolutely incorrect. This is not correct, because you can see that in some seeds the endosperm persists as the seed in seed as food storage tissue. Such seeds are called endospermic or albuminous, just we discussed. This includes castor, maize, wheat, barley, rubber and coconut. So here it is saying that this castor, wheat are basically what? These are albuminous seed, but this pea and groundnut are X-albuminous seed. So this statement is incorrect. So assertion is correct, reason is incorrect. So third option will be our correct answer. The next one, question number 126. What it is saying that double fertilization is. Double fertilization is fusion of two male gamete with one egg. No. Fusion of one male gamete with two polar nuclei. No. The fusion of two male gamete of a pollen tube with two different eggs. No. Syngamy and triple fusion. Yes, it is correct. We will understand this now. That double fertilization is syngamy and triple fusion. Why we are saying this? The double fertilization is basically a process of fusion where one male gamete with the egg nucleus, one male gamete with the egg nucleus and another male gamete with the polar nuclei or secondary nucleus is called double fertilization. One process is called syngamy and next process is called triple fusion. That's why we both combinedly calling it as double fertilization. That is what written in this explanation. That the fusion of one male gamete, one of the male and female gametes during fertilization is called syngamy, and then the fusion of the sperm cell with two polar nuclei during double fertilization is called as triple fusion. So this both combined double fertilization. Now the next one, question number 127. 127, let's see. Which of the following has proved to helpful in preserving pollen as fossils? Oil content, it should not is the correct answer, oil content. Then cellulosic intine, no. Pollen kit, no. Sporopollen, yes. Sporopollen cannot be degraded by any enzyme. It is very stable. That's why there is like help in preserving pollens as fossils. So fourth option will be our correct answer. Then the next one, that is question number 128. What it is saying? Geitonogamy involves fertilization of flower by the pollen from another flower of the same plant. Do you think that geitonogamy? Yes, it is absolutely correct. Oh, this is a plant, this is a plant. And so this is a flower, this is a flower. These have pollen, these have pollen, the receptive, and these have like style stigma and ovary. So when this pollen will fall on this stigma, then if it is like this is the plant, this will be compatible. So this process is called, this is like fertilization of a flower by pollen from this another flower of the same plant. The plant is same. It is called as geitonogamy. So first option will be our correct answer. Now the next one we also read fertilization of flower by pollen from the same flower. It is called as autogamy, not geitonogamy. This is called autogamy. Then fertilization of flower by the pollen from a flower of another plant in the same population. It is not correct. This is also saying populations. Population is like not related. Then question number 129. Okay. So it is saying that select the correct statement regarding the structure of a mature embryo sac. Egg apparatus is situated towards the calyzal end. Antipodal cells are situated towards the micropylar end. A typical angiosperm embryo is 7 cell and 8 nucleated. We will see this. So this one will make mature. So if you can make this will solve like a lot of question. You need to make this. Okay. So these are egg apparatus. This hole is called egg apparatus. Egg apparatus. And these are situated in the micropylar end. Micropylar. And these antipodal cells are situated in the calyzal end. Calyzal end. So these both statements are wrong. Then it is saying that a typical angiospermous embryo sac is 7 cell 8 nucleated. We will also check this. So first of all we will do the cell count. So antipodal cell, here we can 3. Then central cell is 1. Then here is X cell and 2 synergids. So 3 plus 1 plus 3, how many it will be? 7. Now we will count the nucleus. Then 3 cell have 3 nucleus. Then this one X cell, this is one central cell have 2 nucleus. You can see this. I have marked this 2. So this is 2 nucleus and 3 cells have 2 synergids and 1 apparatus will have also 3. So 3 plus 2 plus 3, it will be 8. So 7 cell 8 nucleated. It is also correct. So it is the only one which is correct. So what will be our correct one? Third option will be our correct answer. Now I will move to the next question. Question number 130. 130. One meiosis produces how many male gametes? This is a very good question. I will mark this one. This is a very good question. So basically one meiosis produces, first of all let's understand with simple thing, that first of all we try to go with the basics. One meiosis will produce 4 pollen grain. One meiosis will produce 4 pollen grain, and 1 pollen grain will produce 2 male gametes. So 4 into 2, how much it will be? It will be 8. So one meiosis produces 8 male gametes. Fourth option will be our correct answer. The next one, that is question number 131. It is saying that assertion red color of rhodophyta, that means rhodophyceae, is due to abundant formation of R-phycoerythrin. Absolutely correct. What is reason is given? R-phycoerythrin is able to absorb blue-green wavelengths of light and reflect red color. Absolutely correct. And if we put up because here, the assertion is saying that red color of rhodophyta because of erythrin, and reason is saying that why they show red, because they show like they absorb the blue-green wavelength and reflect red color. I-phycoerythrin is the pigment, that is the function. So the reason is correctly satisfying the assertion or correctly verifying the assertion. So both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. First option will be our correct answer. Next one, question number 132. That I think 132 or 130, yes. So recognize the figure and find out the correct matching. A, B, C. So what is A? A is front, then B is a stipe, and C here it is hold fast. So front, stipe and hold fast. You can see first option will be our correct answer. Now the next question will go, that is question number 133. It is saying bryophytes are called amphibians of the plant kingdom. Why? Bryophytes can live in soil but dependent on water for its sexual reproduction. Absolutely correct, because you know that the sexual reproduction gametes need water to occur. Sexual reproduction to occur, they need water. They usually occur in damp, humid and shaded areas. That doesn't make any sense that they are called as amphibians. The amphibia means that can survive both in land and water. And because the sexual reproduction of bryophyte depends on water, that's why we are calling it amphibians of the plant kingdom. But the asexual reproduction can also occur in land. They play an important role in plant succession on bare rocks and soil. This statement is true, but that doesn't make any sense that these are called because of this these are called amphibians of the plant kingdom. This is not correct. So first option will be our correct answer. Now moving to the next question, question number 134. This is a very good question, I will also say. Like this question, I will say, will test your visual understanding. How much you are paying attention. You know that, while you can make like any sort of error or any sort of mistakes in this question, because you can see that this thing. Okay. I have a trick. Don't worry, if you are watching this video solution, then you will never ever going to forget this. Okay. So there is confusion between which one is anthridiophore, which one is anthridiophore, or which one is archegoniophore. So which one is a male or which one is a female one. So you know that females have very they are very, what can I say, they are very into makeup and all these things, and they always make them very concise. They take care of themselves too much, that they comb their hairs are always pretty kind of thing. So because of this thing, you can remember for trick purpose that this one, the flower which have this should be the female one. That means it is the archegoniophore. And males, we have you can see my hair, it is kind of messy kind of hair. So this is the male one. I'm not being racist, but this is just funny purpose to remember or to know this question, to remember the trick. This is anthridiophore. This is the male one, anthridiophore. So what will be the correct answer? That is the fourth one. Actually, this trick was given by my teacher, so I can still remember this. Okay, so and you can also remember this to solve this question. Now we will move into the next question, that is question number 135. What it is saying, that match the column. Psilopsida will be matched with what? Psilopsida will be matched with Psilotum. Then Lycopsida will match with Selaginella. Spinopsida will match with Equisetum, and Pteropsida will match with Grapteris. So what will be the correct answer? 3. First is A, and B is third, C is second, and D is fourth. Now we will move towards the section B, question number 136. Okay. So consider the following statements. Higher the taxa, more are the characteristics that members within the taxon share. Higher the taxa, okay, we will also that OG trick, right? This OG trick, KPC of GS. So higher the taxa, it is saying that more the characteristics that member within the taxon share. No. Higher the taxa, less the characteristics that member within the taxon share. So this is incorrect. Then lower the category, greater the difficulty of determining the relationship to other taxa is the same level. It is also incorrect, because lower the taxa, it is easier to determining the relationship to other taxa at the same level. So both are false statement. So what we will say, that both first and second are false. Fourth option will be our correct answer. Moving to the next question, question number 137. It is saying that Biological classification starts with submicroscopic molecular level, cellular level, organismic level, or atomic level. So like the structure, composition and behavior of all matter can be explained on submicroscopic level. That's why also the biological organization starts with the submicroscopic molecular level. First option will be our correct answer for this question, because everything can be explained by submicroscopic molecular level, and as same it applies for biological organization as well. Then the next question, question number 138. ICNB. ICNB stands for International Code of Nomenclature of Bacteria, International Code of Nomenclature of Botany, Indian Code of Nomenclature of Bacteria, and then Indian Code for Nomenclature of Bacteriophage. These are incorrect. This is ICNB, this is not ICBN, don't get confused. ICBN is International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. So you may be think that like this is correct, then International Code for Nomenclature of Botany, but this is not correct. ICNB stands for International Code of Nomenclature of Bacteria. So here first option will be our correct answer. It's a very good one question, I will say, like easy one, but like twisty one. I mean, you will just think that ICBN. You will read like that ICBN, but this is not ICBN, this is ICN. Next question, that is question number 139. In phylogenetic classification system, number and codes are given to all observable characters and the data is then processed. Do you think it is correct? No, this is not correct. In phylogenetic relationship, you don't have to this. In phylogenetic relationship, what you have to do? That it is assumed that the organism belonging to the same taxa have a common ancestor. That is the role, because at present phylogenetic classification system based on evolutionary relationship between the various organisms are acceptable. This is numerical classification. First one is talking about. This is not like data based. This is something called like you have like any ancestor, like, and this is evolution relationship based on. So that's why this is correct for in phylogenetic relationship. So only second is correct. Second option will be our correct answer. Now we'll move to the next question, that is question number 140. What it is saying that consider the following statements regarding the characters of archaebacteria that they share with eukaryotes. Okay. So what are the following characters archaebacteria share with eukaryotes? So first it is saying that the cell wall does not contain peptidoglycan. Yes, both in archaebacteria, let's archaebacteria share. So this is a correct one. Then DNA associated with histones is also correct. And then it is saying that translation initiated with formaldehyde methionine. This is not correct. This is not same for archaebacteria and eukaryotes. Then RNA polymerase similar to eukaryotic RNA polymerase second. It is also not correct, because like you don't have these are not similar in eukaryote and archaebacteria, but they have the similarity in ATPase. And similar DNA replication and repair also not correct. So how many of the above characters archaebacteria share with eukaryotes? 3. First option will be our correct answer for this question. Next one, that is in papaver, each pistil has many ovaries, gynoecium made up of many carpels. Sorry, okay, we will just do this one by one. Okay. So in papaver, each pistil has many ovaries is not correct. Gynoecium has many carpels. Yes, you can see this. Then pistils are fused together. Pistils, you can see that fused together. Here. Okay. So each pistil had its own stigma. It is also correct for papaver. That is a multicarpellary syncarpous pistil of papaver. Syncarpous ovary you can see. This is the stigma. So B, C, D are correct. So fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. Then question number 142. What it is saying? All the following differentiate gymnosperm from the higher cryptogam expect presence of independent green gametophyte. So you know that unlike bryophyte and pteridophyte, gymnosperms don't have the independent gametophytic generation or independent free living existence for the gametophyte. So that's why presence of an independent green gametophyte will be our correct answer. First option. The next question, that is question number 143. What it is saying? It is saying that which of the following characteristics differentiate bryophytes from algae? Question number 143. Okay. So attachment to a substratum by unicellular rhizoids. Okay, it is correct. And haploid condition, not correct. Filamentous body, yes, it is correct. Then unicellularity and colonial habitat is correct. Then lack of two roots and stem is incorrect. So the correct answer will be A, C, D. A, C, D. First option will be your correct answer. They are the characteristics to differentiate between bryophyte from algae. You know that. Next question is question number 144. Researchers over the world are trying to transfer apomatic genes to hybrid varieties as hybrid characters in the progeny. So what is, first of all, we try to understand the meaning of apomixis. So apomixis refers to the development of seed without fertilization, because apomixis mimics the sexual reproduction, and the method of producing hybrid seeds by cultivation is very expensive for farmers. Also, by sowing hybrid seeds, it is difficult to maintain hybrid characters as characters become segregated during meiosis. So what will happen in hybrid characters? It will get segregated. So second option will be our correct answer. Next question, that is question number 145. You have seen this picture in your NCERT book, and you will try to, you know that this is salvinia, salvia, or salvinia. Then it is saying that an alga, this is not an alga, this is not a liverot, not from bryophyte, this is from pteridophyte. Then a heterosporous pteridophyte. Yes, salvinia and selaginella are heterosporous. They have two type of spores, heterosporous. So that's why it is a heterosporous pteridophyte. So third option will be our correct answer. It is also not a gymnosperm. Then it is saying that 146. How many of the nuclei in the female gametophyte in angiosperms are surrounded by cell wall? It is a very good question. That you know that it is clearly written in NCERT that 6 out of 8 nuclei are surrounded by cell wall and organized into cells. The remaining 2 nuclei called polar nuclei. So how many of these will surrounded by cell wall? 6. Second option is our correct answer. Then question number 147. It is saying A. So what is A? A is epidermis. A is epidermis here. A is epidermis. Then what is B? You can see the B is middle layer. The B is middle layer. What is C? C is microspore mother cell. And what is D here? D is tapetum. So second option is our correct answer. Question number 148. Question number 148. It is saying that xenia and metaxenia terms are related to pollen and endosperm. So xenia means that direct effect of pollen grains on the seeds, fruits outside the embryo, and metaxenia is the effect of pollen grain on testa, fruits, oval. So basically these are the examples. It is related with pollen and endosperm. It is third option. Third option will be our correct answer. Then question number 149. I will always saying you need to solve each and every questions, but for this particular question, if you can't answer this, you don't have to worry, because these are the questions to check the ranks. If you have like if you want to acquire some extra knowledge, then you can solve this kind of question. But if you just try to stick with NCERT, you don't need to solve this kind of question. Plants of which of the following groups of genera are pollinated by the same agency? So the same agency: Triticum, Cucus mangifera, Ficus kigela, Casuarina, Salvia moras, and Euphorbia. Then Bombyx beautea, Begonia. So fourth option will be the correct answer, because these are all the Bombyx beautea and Begonia basically are pollinated by a category. These are birds, insect, and bats. Birds, insect, and bats, they are the one category. This is the fourth option. That's why is our correct answer. Then the last question of this discussion of botany. Consider the following statements regarding mycoplasma. They are genus of bacteria that have unique cell wall of their own. They don't have any cell wall, you know that. Then in their genetic code UGA codes for tryptophan. Do you think this is the correct? You think? Sorry. They in their genetic code UGA codes for tryptophan. This is the correct one, that in their genetic code UGA, which is a stop codon, so it is code for tryptophan. Then none of them is pathogenic to humans. It is not correct, because some of them are pathogenic in both animals and plants. Sorry. Then it is saying that they have a large genome. This is not correct. They are smallest living cells, so they don't have a large genome. They have a very small genome, and they can be killed by penicillin. This is also not correct, because mycoplasma don't have any cell wall, and what happens that penicillin acts on cell wall. So if they don't have cell wall, how can penicillin act? So that's why they are not sensitive to penicillin, and they cannot be killed by penicillin. They can survive without oxygen. This is absolutely correct, that they can survive without oxygen. The two statements are correct. Second option is our correct answer. This concludes the explanation part of botany for BPT 6. I hope you understand each and every questions very clearly. Thank you.